I get money in my sleep, I could never be with.
Let me ask you a question, boys.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, what up, Back with another one. Doing that live thing. We got some things in the works, man. Shout out to all the subscribers and people, messing with your boy. Got a lot of things in the work. Good quality stuff coming. We getting the editing done. We up in studios, doing different things. Y'all about to meet some very important people in my life once this show is done. My brothers, bros. Y'all gonna meet some crazy motherfuckers. But anyway, B-Rad still with me. We rocking out. We gonna be on it. And it ain't gonna stop this time. We got quality show coming, quality stuff coming. And y'all meet my bros, y'all gonna love them. Bushmasters, we got producers. It's gonna be real big. And then me and B-Rad working real quality show. So it's coming for y'all. Anyway, your boy Bush, I'm here to speak on some things. I ain't do it live in a minute, couple days or something like that. And I like doing this. I like messing with my people. Sometimes they hit, whatever, sometimes they don't. But we on it. Man, right now, the situation with 50 Cent and T.I. and T.I.'s kids. Man, salute to T.I. kids. They ain't playing no games about their mama. First of all, I respect that. These are kids, but at the same time, they've been in the public eye since babies. They came up on TV, so they public figures, basically. So, yeah, this ain't a situation where some kids that going to school and hearing things about their mama and can't respond. No, these are kids that's out there, got their own platforms, got their own lives, rapping, doing this, social media, whatever, and they ain't playing about their mama. 50 been getting away with a lot of super disrespectful stuff. And, it looked like he's still going to continue to get away with stuff, but I salute the kids for coming out. You can't really judge them by the way they, expressing and defending their mom. So yeah, for sure. First of all, that boy King, he the one he the one that set it off on 50. He like, man, he took it to that YN stack. Shout out to All Urban Culture Central. This is a channel I be reacting to all the time. Yeah, man, T.I.'s son, oh my God. I ain't gonna hold you though. I don't blame him. Check it out though.
At this point, this ain't about the streets. Cause at this point we just trolling. So
Hey yo, what's good? We back with another one. We got to talk about this right here because the internet is on fire once again with generational beef. This is old school rap legend versus son of another rap legend, and somehow it turned into dead mom jokes. So 50 Cent is going back and forth with T.I.
Playing with them YNs, they gonna get really, really disrespectful. Let me let the boy explain it though. Shout out to All Urban Central.
My son King Harris, and bruh, this escalated quick. So here's what happened. 50 Cent, we all know who stays trolling, posted a picture of Tiny, T.I.'s wife. And the caption was basically one of those
violent. Feel me? Coming at the mom dupes. Like she got something to do with it. Man, 50 users, I don't like that. Violent. Let's keep going though.
Those keep my name out of your mouth type posts. You know how 50 do. He throw the rock and then sit back laughing. And of course, that didn't sit well with T.I.'s camp. But here's the twist. It wasn't T.I. who came out swinging first. It was King Harris, the son. And when I tell you...
King the type, you ain't going to tell him he can't do what he going to do. He going to do it. T.I. couldn't tell him to fall back. King that type of nigga. He like, fuck that. You talking about my moms now, nigga? I let you speak on Pops. Yeah. But don't bring mom dukes into this. She ain't got shit to do with it.
King came in hot, I mean nuclear.
Your mama, go dig her up.
Damn.
Post a picture of your mama. She pay respect. Stop playing with my mama.
Y'all think 50 that touched a nerve with 50? I think so. I ain't gonna hold you. And that's what this internet shit is all about. They trying to get somebody mad, piss somebody off, get them out of character by any means necessary. Because the violence can't really get into that because you're going to jail. So it's all about super duper trolling. 50 is a super duper troller. So, I mean, I would imagine 50 don't like that. He pissed off about that for sure. Let's keep it moving though.
Ain't playing like that. It ain't going like that. how y'all bitch ass raised. I'm not raised like that. I don't go. I'm not going about my mom. I'm not going. So tell your ass mama dig her ass up and post a picture that look better than my mama.
I messed with. What's more hurtful? You know, his mom is alive. She got to deal with that. 50 mom is deceased, unfortunately. So 50 the only one that got to deal with the pain. But when you dissing his mom, she's still alive. She dealing with the ridicule and the clowning and the hate.
Wrong with you? Y'all better tie y'all shoes. Y'all don't know who with. You better put that music up and shut the fuck up. Cause all that other shit ain't gonna get on my.
I respect the king. I ain't gonna lie. I respect the king. King ready to crash about mama. You know we black ghetto boys. That's what we do, man.
Mother, your mama. Dig that bitch up. Not going. Not going. Now what you gonna do about that? Not going. I don't give a f about how you play it. Not going.
It look like he trolling or it look like he's serious. He mad as fuck. 50 clowning Mom Dukes. First of all, Mom Dukes went through a lot of shit to get where she at. She was talked about ever since Escape. They was clowning her. But she was staying humble. She never got out of character. She stayed cool. She wrote, very talented. Feel me? She helped out T.I. in the beginning of his career. They had a bunch of kids. They did their thing. TV show. Without her, you know, that T.I. legacy wouldn't be as what it is. That's a fact. She's a staple, you know what I mean, in Southern hip hop and R&B. She don't deserve none of this shit. I don't like this shit because she didn't have nothing to say about 50. Why 50 throw her name in some shit? Why? Unless 50 come out later and explain why. Maybe he do got his reasons, but my boy right here, King, he ain't playing. He not playing at all. He tight. This nigga threw his mom Dukes. Nigga, we ain't going about moms.
Post my mama like your mama ain't. Go put some flowers on that. Man, posting my mama legend. Your mama, Jay.
His mama is a legend, but I ain't gonna hold you. I think 50 mom is a legend too, you know, just based off she's 50 Cent mom. But yeah, his mom is a real legend, real musical legend out here. She put in her work.
Stop, man, don't never think you can get on this level and you can compete with us. We on a whole different ball game. At a whole different type of level of respect around here. You get on that do that big.
He said type of level of respect. He said you can't compete with us on the respect. You don't got that type of respect in the streets that T.I. got and that we got over here. Don't ever think you could play yourself like that. Honestly, what y'all think? You think this is gonna hurt 50 when he's going down south, doing his work down south and you know, moving and grooving down south? Hell yeah, because 50 is well respected. I mean, T.I. is well respected down south. You know what I mean? But 50 in the NO, that's a different side. But at the same time, man, boy is talking. He's speaking.
Ass shit, you a hoe ass. I would say that shit to your face. Man.
King jumps on social media instead of just defending his mom, which cool, I get that. He goes straight at 50's late mother. Now y'all know 50 Cent's mom, Sabrina Jackson, passed away when he was young. That's a sensitive topic. That's not just rap beef. That's childhood trauma territory. And King basically posted
when you talk about somebody's mama, they don't give about none of that extra below the belt, none of that. My mom alive, and I got this big star clowning her, and people liking and commenting and clowning, hundreds of thousands of people liking and clowning. Hell no, we not doing that. I'm violent. That's just me though.
tombstone image and said, "Where your mama?" Now listen, I've seen rap beef. I've covered rap beef for years. But once you bring up somebody's deceased parents, that's not trolling. That's personal. The internet immediately split in half. Half of the people were like,
I mean, my thing is deceased parents, alive parents. Once you bring up somebody's parents, that's not trolling. Not to these youngins, at least. Not to me neither. I'm sorry.
"Yo, King, you wild for that." The other half said, "Well, 50 shouldn't have posted Tiny." And what does 50 do? Does he get emotional? Does he respond serious? Nope. He hops on Instagram and posts a picture of the frog meme and writes the caption, "LOL." No other quotes, no other caption.
I don't like that. But that's just me. we all know, and everybody, oh, that's 50, 50, 50, 50.
Just an LOL, and the internet lost it. Then he posted an AI clip of the movie ATL, which T.I. was in, and AI is facing the scene where he was pulling up on King Harris.
What's up?
50, he playing it cool though. He making it a joke. He playing it real cool though. I mean, you know, that's what it is. That's what we on now. The internet trolling.
Man.
It's trolling season now, yo.
Ain't heard from you in a while. Why? Where you been?
Nah, I'm cool. I mean, I'm cool. It's just taking me a minute, that's all. But I'm gonna straighten everything out as soon as I get that money.
You know, these trollers be sending 50 this shit. Oh, 50, look what I made for you. Oh, play this. 50, look what I did. Oh.
Remember what I told you, right?
Yeah,
What?
it's grown man business.
It's grown man business. Woo!
You know, that AI crazy though, because it really looked like he had the same expression as Big Boy, and this nigga really looked like the kid on the movie. That shit crazy as hell. But 50 ain't come up with this. Some 50 Glazer. 50, look what I did. Oh.
Woo! Got your ass. Scary as hell, man.
Honestly, I don't know, because you can really see that type of shit. 50 pulling up on him by himself. Because King, he be talking that shit, but everybody know King came up very privileged, came up famous, and niggas don't really believe all that tough shit all the time, you know, but you gotta understand the famous rich kid will blow something too, pause, or let his thing go off, pause. The famous rich kid is just as dangerous, mess around, especially, you know, now they, you know, reputation and people around them and all the influences, he talking all that. Now you back yourself in the corner where you gotta do something type of stuff. But we all know ain't nothing physical gonna come out of this. At the same time, let's not forget when Tony Ayo slapped fire out of Jimmy Henchman's son. Shit like that. Shit get dangerous. They don't care about kids or nothing. You know, Rick Ross got in the business, and you know, Rick got some real personal issues. This shit is crazy. 50 had Rick Ross' baby mama, you know, getting smutted out, took her shopping and things like that. This is deep trolling. This is not just trolling. This shit is real personal when it comes to that boy 50. It get real personal though.
And wrote the caption, grown man, boy. Now that's classic 50. He'll get dissed in the most disrespectful way possible and respond like LOL. And that's what makes him dangerous online. He don't argue, he trolls. But let's be honest.
Great troll, and he got the money to troll. I said we in the season of trolling. And you know, sometimes the most money will prevail. But in this case, T.I. and them, they got money too. T.I. and them, they got the you know, the benefit of being the underdog, just like Kendrick did. So they got the people on in they corner right now. People in their corner. So it could get dangerous for 50. I ain't gonna hold you. It could get dangerous because they got the power of the underdog, and them kids ain't playing.
Just because he laughed doesn't mean it didn't hit. Now, when King Harris saw that 50 Cent was unbothered, he went nuclear on his Instagram page. He posted a whole dissertation on his Instagram story and aired out 50 Cent. He said, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson got shot 9 times and did nothing. This little Kim after she refused to go on a date with him. Had to duck shots because of it and started making memes.
List it out. And really, there's some controversy about the shot 9 times. They say he got shot 5 times, but I don't know. Let's keep going on.
By Jadakiss and Styles P in a rap battle. Talk tough and then ducked the beef with Fat Joe because he knew he couldn't F with Joe on the street level. Got outsold and embarrassed by Kanye West on his 3rd album. Knew he couldn't F with Rick Ross musically, so he resorted to making skits. He posted a corn tape of Tierra Marie just because. Has publicly disrespected Ashanti, Sierra, Vivica A. Fox, etc. for no
He
reason.
running
Duck
it
T.I.
down.
in a versus battle, called him a snitch, even though he's a known federal informant, makes fun of T.I.'s wife as if we don't know his track record with women, criticizes rappers for publicity speaking on politics and religion, but his coward won't stand for anything, even though he's a known Trump supporter. Helps produce a documentary on Diddy's transgression, but won't speak on his own history of domestic violence and abuse. Makes fun of other rappers' families, but his older son hates him and calls him a deadbeat. His younger son was living in the house that Diddy was paying for. He burned his older son's mother's house, and Diddy has his baby mama playing games at his freak-off parties. The list of people...
These kids are smart. They hit me with a juggler with all facts. From my understanding, I ain't gonna hold you.
He's disrespected over the years is endless. He came into the game creating unnecessary controversy, and damn near 30 years later, he's still the same attention whore. Man, King was not holding back when he wrote this. Then he posted a clip of 50 Cent in court for beating up 3 women.
Curtis Jackson, 29-year-old who admitted to trampling and beating 3 women at a concert.
Where the fuck did that come from? Did we know about that? Oh my God, this stuff is getting crazy.
Women. We were just there to see a concert. We were not there to get beat up. We were not there to get hit. Go.
The rapper with the gangster attitude stepped on 2 of the women and punched the 3rd in the face after jumping into the crowd in search of...
Maybe that was, embellished a lot. Maybe he was just trying to get the hell out, and the girls was in the way, and he probably, whatever. That don't sound like he was just on a rampage beating up girls, but it do look bad, Mr. Curtis. It look bad right now, though.
Someone who threw a water bottle at him during a surprise concert at this club in May of 2004.
They did nothing to justify or excuse.
So some thugs threw a water bottle at him, and he went and ended up hitting the females. Man, this stuff is getting nuts. It's getting crazy. The level of trolling out of control.
Excuse the defendant's actions.
He has
The level of trolling is out of control. Oh, I like that.
demonstrated since his earlier run-in with the law as a young man that he is a law-abiding citizen.
You ain't got no job. That is not the image 50 Cent uses to sell his music, but it will have to be. Judge Robert Coomer accepted Jackson's admission of the facts, gave him a lecture on how this incident would reflect on the rapper's 9-year-old son, and then continued the case for 2 years without a finding. In the meantime, the rapper will have to submit to random drug tests, pay the medical expenses of his victims, pay court costs, undergo anger management treatment, and...
It's funny how we forget these things, because I know this was all in the news. But like I say, a lot of stuff gonna have to be re-rocked, because we got the internet now. A lot of stuff gonna have to be re-rocked. We gotta go back and do the history on a lot of them. Dead ass, serious.
Produce an anti-gun violence public service announcement. Jackson signed off on the deal. And then snuck out of the courthouse through a back door.
He wrote the caption, "All you do is apply pressure to females. Bring that smoke to the chimney. Just getting started." Man, I'm not gonna lie, King was not playing. He probably responded crazier than anybody in the industry. Now, of course, T.I. wasn't about to let this slide either. He reportedly called out 50 Cent, defending his wife and family, and now what started as a little Instagram jab has turned into a full-blown tension between two rap heavyweights again. He dropped a brand new diss song that's been buzzing on the internet. Now remember, this ain't their first rodeo. These two have had tension before over versus talk, competitive energy, and legacy debates. But this time, the kids are involved. Here's my take. When rap legends beef, cool, that's hip-hop. But when the sun jumps in...
Tell you something. You talk about trolling, these kids come from that. That's their life. That's they was raised in that. So 50, be careful, man, playing with them youngins. Sheesh. Shout out to all urban central, though, man. It goes down in a real way.
Jay-Z is...
Hold on,
This ain't no streets.
that ain't the one. Lot of stuff. We playing with these kids, man. Fucking T.I. other son, man, that boy dropped some, man, straight bars. Killing him. Sound like a Kendrick song. Like, these Southern boys, they coming up with the, they switching the swag, switching their style up. It ain't sounding like no ignorant country shit. And I love the ignorant country shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm born in Tennessee, nigga. But This little kid, the money, man, the boy came with some Nas type of shit, man. Hold up, because the smoke is still going. The smoke continues. Child of Forgotten Kings. I want to react to this one too. Like, but the money, I gotta give it up to him, man. That boy a little.
I don't even sleep this low, but by my mama, yeah, stuck. I don't care how this shit go, you did.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy $2 Fabo, Bankhead Fabo, D4F Fabo. Ow! Hey, man, I need everybody.
Now, including T.I. Because for some reason,
Kings TV on YouTube. You know what's happening then.
listen, y'all, T.I. and his family have been putting belt to ass on 50 Cent all week, okay? For those who may not know, T.I. is already on his 4th diss record going at 50 Cent because for some reason, 50 continues to troll Tiny, all right?
Thing is, with 50, you gotta keep going and going and going because they ain't gonna end. So once you start, ain't no end unless you pull a fucking Kendrick campaign and drop 2 fucking albums worth of shit.
After all of the fans in the comment section called 50 out, including T.I. and his kids, 50 again made another post going at Tiny. So listen, for those wondering, well, is 50, at least going to jump in the booth? According to 50, he doesn't have to jump in the booth. Apparently, everyone who's calling him out needs him. To rap. He doesn't need to jump in the booth. This is 50's words, but again, that hasn't stopped T.I. from sending shots because right now, listen, he want to smoke. You know what I mean? He made the post earlier today after dropping his 4th diss record going at 50. And listen, he's basically calling 50 out and he's not backing down. And, listen, we understand. The moment 50 took it there, mentioning his wife, it's been hell ever since, okay? And like I said, it ain't just T.I. I mean, now he got the sons involved, okay? And for those who may not know, now we got the other son, Damani, okay? He done released a diss, and this is one of them records, okay? I'll leave the link in the description, but a lot of people are already saying that this is one of the craziest moments in hip-hop. 50 getting his ass whipped by the whole Harris family. Okay, everybody getting a lick right now. And, 50, of course, he's entertaining it, because a lot of people are chiming in. Now, they're saying that this new record from Damani is one of them records. All right, you got Rick Ross. He's sitting here reacting, let it burn, let it burn. Listen, everybody.
It's a lot of information that's coming back up on 50, man. I see the black child interview. He don't come across as a liar, man. He said the boy 50 and them told on him in the staff. And then when they rushed the studio, like, he says paperwork. He said he seen the paperwork. He said, where the work? He said, oh, I got to get it. Well, nigga, go get it, nigga. Because niggas want to see it. Niggas want to see it, man. Because, like I said, back in them days, there was no such thing as the internet. You got a lot of so-called thugs and gangsters getting away with a lot of shit. Whole lot of foul shit that they wasn't supposed to be doing because it couldn't be publicized and they had the money to keep shit quiet, keep it on the low. Feel me? But nowadays you can't do that no more. All the truth is coming to light. And if it's work on 50 Cent, I want to see it. I want to see it. Everybody want to see it. I know Rick Ross want to see it.
Everybody is observing this back and forth on social media because in the midst of all of this, the Harris family is not backing down. And meanwhile, people are looking at 50 like, yo, when are you going to, drop an actual response? And 50 saying, listen, the bots are not going to buy T.I. or the kids' records. Now, question, where's Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder right now? Because clearly 50 needs you. All right, he getting packed out right now. And y'all in the cut, just chilling, watching everything.
This is a dangerous situation. Like the stuff they exposing and the way they getting at it. It could destroy a lot of stuff with 50. I ain't gonna hold you. It's dangerous. That's why being a super troll is cool. But when you building major studios and hundreds of $1 million invested in this and that, like why though? Why would you buy them? That's all I'm saying. Maybe it is a method to his madness. What do I know, nigga? I ain't make the money 50 made. But to me, it looks crazy. It looks bad.
Because this is crazy. Listen. And then you got King Harris. He dropped another record. And as you can see, he got 5th people's on a t-shirt. I mean, like I said, it's just been disrespectful all week. But, you know, through it all, T.I. and the whole family, you know, as they would say, they standing on business and they letting it be known. Disrespect will not be tolerated.
Or the homie said, he said 50 like Trump. They love 50 like Trump. 50 is that's them tired, you know, that's how Trump moved. He talk crazy, let it be known. He ain't hiding nothing. He tell you how he feel about you. Clown, this, joke, troll. You seen what he did to Barack Obama and Michelle had them looking like gorillas and monkeys in the damn thing. That's a 50 Cent level troll. They say 50 like Trump. That's why they love him. Maybe it's so because people identifying with him because, you know, everybody got some foul troll in them. You know what I mean? Everybody.
And when it comes to 50 Cent, you know, I guess he's just, waiting. Because again, I refuse to believe that he's gonna, you know, back down at this point. He done posted, you know, Tiny twice. And that was the whole thing that really triggered a lot of people. You know, if he'd have kept it between him and T.I., that's one thing. But the moment he started sending shots at Tiny, listen.
I don't respect that. Like I said, I do not respect that part. That part. We gonna play the song.
Now people are exhausted by it and they're ready. You know what I mean?
Shout out Forgotten Kings, man. Yeah, that part. You can't blame the kids. I swear you can't blame the kids. Let me see what how they say Miss Harris responded. Because I ain't even gonna disrespect her. She a queen. She always moved like a queen. So hopefully she ain't get involved with the mess, but it's probably just some stupid little tweet that the internet is blowing out of proportion. But let's check it out. They said she responded.
Plus News, I'm Bevan. When 50 Cent recently began dissing rapper T.I. and his wife Tiny Harris, he may not have thought that he would get the entire Harris family to respond. Earlier this month, while seemingly reacting to T.I. challenging him to a versus battle, 50 Cent would reignite his long-running beef with T.I. by posting an unflattering photo of his wife Tiny Harris in an attempt to
I don't understand why he did that, right? So let me get this straight. T.I. asked you to do the verses back in the day, according to T.I. 50 ain't never dispute that. He said, all right, yeah, we could do it. Maybe because you ain't have the balls to tell him in his face, nah, I ain't doing no verses. I'm good on that. You want to be cool and, you know, that's what niggas do in politics and keep the situation comfortable. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, haha. And then 50, the point I don't understand about T.I.'s story is you talked to him on the plane about it back in the day. I don't know how long ago. But then you just bring it up out the blue? Or did you remind him, say, yeah, you ready to get this versus going? Or did you bring it up in public out the blue on some shit, trying to pop some shit, and it ain't go right for you type shit? 50 just took the opportunity to embarrass you. But my thing is that y'all talked about it before, yeah, okay. What's the time span in between you bringing it out to the public like that? Or was it just some move that you tried to, you know, to use to get your career back popping and things like that? I don't know. T.I. shit is moving. T.I. always been talented, and we can't deny that. He got a lot of hits, but the sneaky backdoor tactics of 50, man. Look at this nigga. Let me embarrass him. Fuck it. Or 50, you know, got a lot of people that he probably don't want to be around, so he take the opportunity to diss them in public to let them know he don't mess with them. So now he ain't got to worry about them calling him or nothing like that. Diss him in public and, you know, get the opportunity to be the super troll that he is.
Shame the fellow rapper. Of course, many would question how would T.I. respond to the clear disrespect, and within a few days, they would get their answer as Harris would deliver multiple diss tracks aimed at 50 Cent. Now, what has made things even more interesting is that T.I. and Tiny's sons would also team up to defend their mother's honor, which appears to have made Tiny open up a bit more about the current beef. The first of their sons' response would come from King Harris, who for some would cross.
Yeah, I'm surprised if Tiny did say something, because she should keep it how she been keeping it, but I ain't gonna say nothing because I can't put myself in her shoes. She the reason why all this shit is going on. She feel away. I know she do.
Crossed the line by making fun of 50 Cent's late mother, Sabrina Jackson, who was killed in the fire when 50 was just 8 years old.
How y'all bitch ass niggas raised? I'm not raised like that. I'm not going about my mama, nigga. So tell your dead ass mama dig her ass.
King, who has spent the week getting back at 50 Cent with a series of posts on his Instagram in relation for his mom being disrespected, would drop a freestyle called Say Less, where he continued to diss the Queen's rapper mom.
King on some gangster shit though. Lighting up that L, talking that stuff. Okay, King.
Jackson also taking aim at 50 Cent's late mother. Out of just the lyrics,
Hold up. Mic check 1 2 1 2. My bad, y'all. This stuff's crazy. Anyway, we got Mate Sloke in the building. What you think about the situation with T.I. and the kids and all of them, man?
I mean, hey, like I say, shots fired. So, cuz get mad. You can't get mad at whatever the kids say because you talking about their mama. So now if they talk about your mama, you can't feel offended, even if she wrestling in peace and shit. You talking about their mama and shit. So that gives him all right to talk about your mama. On the real. So, motherfucker, I mean, if it'll be different if they was talking about his mama and Cuz wasn't talking about their mama, but Cuz kicked it off by posting pictures of Trina talking about her and shit.
And she a legend too.
On the set. So, that gives him all right. Cuz and his mama on the set. So, I don't see nothing wrong with it on the real. I mean, shots is fired. Because if the nigga talk about my mama, I'm gonna get at a nigga hard.
Well, that's what I said. That's exactly what I said, nigga.
Yeah.
Talk about my mama. I don't give a fuck about nothing going on, nigga. Crashing up.
On the set.
We get dumb. It gets dumb.
On the set, it gets stupid over mama.
Real ghetto boys, nigga. That's why I respect T.I.'s son of them, because I'm like, yeah, they repping like real ghetto boys. Fuck that, nigga. They know regular kids. They was on TV all their life, so they got a platform type shit. Feel me?
Yeah. On the real. And 50, that's my nigga. I like 50 Cent. That nigga, he done came up.
Sure.
But feel me? I ain't doing no hate. I ain't doing no hating on T.I. kids either. But what they doing, feel me? On the set.
Yeah.
They get my respect too on the set.
I definitely respect what T.I. kids are doing, man. Fuck that. All that trolling my mom. Messed up. We really gonna get down to business. Like, I mean, I understand, and a lot of adults ain't gonna be with it because he talking about dead mama, and then T.I.'s son, the money, he got a whole song and he killing it. He flip, he's talking that shit, and then in the cover it's a picture of my bad, y'all, about the noise. It's a picture of of a house burning. And 50 Cent mom, she died from her house. Well, she was in a burning house after she got murdered allegedly, or whatever. So yeah, they went crazy with it, homie.
This call and it will be monitored and recorded. You really getting that good.
Say that again, my bad.
Good. Yeah. Sure.
It gets ugly. It gets ugly, homie, when you playing in the field. Yeah, so and like I said, these kids got their own careers. They're not regular kids that was just, uh, you know, mama, whatever. Mom thinks she's a legend. She deserved.
On the set. And they grown. Some they ain't kids no more. They grown. So, yeah.
You're right. Good point. I'm so old, I'll be forgetting this shit. Niggas is grown.
Yeah, on the set.
I'm old as fuck.
They grown now.
Hey,
What they in their 20s?
They in their 20s and shit. Yeah, like King the youngest, and King the one that said he not the youngest, but he probably like 18, 19, or it might be 20, but he said, nigga, go dig your mama up, go dig your dead ass mama up, nigga, da. Went crazy on some wild shit. I'm like, damn. At the same time, I understand it. I'm still a ghetto boy, you feel me? I can't deny that.
Yeah. Right there. Nigga can't deny it.
One thing I know.
I know 50 gonna feel some kind of way. Cause I know shit. That ain't my mama and I feel a type of way.
50, he just laughed, he trolled, he put up a picture of like Kermit the Frog or something. Just clowning Tiny. I don't respect that. I don't even find it funny. I ain't gonna hold you. But I get it. I know it's funny. Niggas is like, oh, 50 a troll, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
But
he called her Miss Pig.
Yeah, he called her
Kermit the Frog with Miss Pig. They had a long time relationship and shit.
Oh, I didn't know that, but it was like a frog. I'm like, damn. And we used to clown her too. I ain't gonna hold you. But I would never clown her in public. But we used to talk shit as kids and shit because with Escape and all that. You feel me? But nah, she a legend. She wrote a lot of them hits. She held down T.I. She keep it moving. She stay out the public. She ain't all messy. And now 50 want to throw her in there. Fuck that. The kids ain't going, nigga. Even the daughter came out. The daughter said some shit. She had a whole song. Nigga, the young little baby daughter, they not playing.
Real.
So now information coming out saying 50 all in paperwork snitching on when he got stabbed up. And this and that.
Yeah, I've been heard that. They been talking about 50 snitching way back then.
Remember? Yeah.
But I ain't seen no paperwork. That's why. Until I see some paperwork,
No, you're right.
Cause I still like her until I see some paperwork, and then I gotta cut her off. Cause I don't condone no snitching. I don't condone that shit.
No, you're right. Because Black 100 said the same thing. He said, I ain't see no paperwork on him, this and that. So I guess, but a nigga from Murder Inc. just came out. He just started doing interviews. A nigga named Black Child. He was a Ja Rule partner. And he just saying all kind of stuff that we ain't know. And he said this paperwork, he said he gonna get it. He said his lawyer got it. He said 50 told on him in the stabbing case, whatever else. So we'll see. But fuck all that anyway. Like I said, when you talk about some ghetto boy's mom, all gloves is off. They don't give a fuck.
On the set, because you know, in the penitentiary out here in Texas, if you talk about somebody's penitentiary, if you put that over the air, feel me, and you ain't got no paperwork to back it up, nigga, your life is on the set. The nigga that putting that out there, his life is gonna be on the line. On the set until they show that paperwork.
Well, you know, this everybody don't live by these gang banging rules. You got to understand that. Like, I get it in the penitentiary rules, but ain't nobody gonna do nothing to nobody out here saying, "Oh, he snitching and this and that," because they've been doing that forever. You know, trolling and all that. So I could see if they was like certified gang members and they was going to the pen all the time, shit like that. Then they gotta worry about it. But these niggas is running around rich, trolling, talking shit.
Your gangsters for years.
Oh man, you know that.
For years.
You know
they ain't been the fuck off there like doing something to somebody. I feel
you know that. They don't fuck theirs off. Why would they do that dumb shit? 50 is building $100 million studios in Louisiana, nigga. He ain't doing no dumb shit.
on the side. That nigga got TV shows out and all types of shit. That nigga 50 put out I seen on TV up in here that he put out a show on P. Diddy about
the documentary.
P. Diddy doing.
Yeah, everybody shit.
It's on I think
it's on Netflix. Yeah.
Huh?
It's on Netflix. Yeah, we spoke on that for sure.
Yeah.
You know, we definitely spoke on that. But my thing is, ain't nobody trying to crash out behind this. But Mace, tell the truth. Like, if you was a rich nigga, I know you can't really put yourself in them shoes. We've been poor all our lives, but at the same time, you 50, you rich, you famous, and your mom passed when you was young, and then you got these young famous kids talking about dig your dead ass mama up, doing the whole song and doing the shit with the house burning in the background type shit. How would you feel me? Most niggas don't give a fuck. Like,
I mean, my mom, man, but I probably wouldn't do that, but I have somebody do something to
see,
me,
but
so.
you do that, it still could come back to you because niggas gonna rap automatically. But like I'm saying, like that's the reason to crash out though. It's crazy. So I don't know. 50 don't seem like 50 seemed like he the type to do some ignorant shit because you gotta remember Jimmy Henchman, who's a gangster, who was Gaines manager and all that. Tony Ayo slapped his son. Bah! After they had beat. Slapped the kid, nigga. You heard me?
Huh.
He slapped the kid.
Yeah.
Nigga. Tony Ayo slapped the son of a gangster. So kids ain't
Oh
out.
yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, you remember that, right? Kids ain't out of
Tony Ayo, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so what I'm saying is, yeah, like something could definitely happen. And tell you the truth, 50 would get away with some shit because they could be like, nigga, I ain't tell him to do that shit. He just got love for whatever, and he did it.
Right there.
But the problem is, a nigga that do it can get caught. And even if 50 ain't even send him, a nigga do it, get caught. He could just say, yeah, 50 sent me. He could just say, 50 sent me.
Give a nigga enough money. And shit, they'll forget the nigga's name. They'll take the whole thing.
Yeah, but so
I know some niggas that take the whole
for
thing.
sure. It's a lot of niggas. For sure.
Yeah.
Feel me? But what I'm saying is what's dangerous about that situation. It could be somebody that don't even know 50. It could be somebody that don't even know 50. Go do something. And then get backed up. And now you're like, oh shit, what? I'm facing 10. Oh yeah, 50 sent me. You can just say that type shit.
Yeah, sure.
And get away with it too. You know that.
On the track. Yeah. But yeah, ain't nobody gonna do nothing to nobody because they both in the spotlight. Because as soon as something gets done to somebody, the fingers is going to be. This call and your service will be monitored and recorded. The fingers is already going to be pointed at the nigga that they disrespected. So yeah, I don't see nothing happening to nobody that's talking shit on the internet.
Yeah, them days with that. Yeah.
They already know it's going to be on that ass. As soon as something happens.
Yeah, give us an update, Mace. Look what's going on in there and shit. What's up, you alright?
Oh man, we just got off the lockdown, They tried to you know, down a police officer.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
He was on lockdown for a month. Feel me? He just got off, Friday. Feel me? So, yeah, we chilling now. Everything is copacetic up in this motherfucker. It's chilling. Feel me? It won't be long before something else happens, but for right now, we're chilling. Shit. Feel me? We in here chilling. And, we sit in our yards, you know, the free world, the real world. So I'm gonna holler at y'all. So, cause the phone is finna cut off, so I'm gonna holler at y'all on the set.
Free May Slow.
Yeah. Holler at your boy, Nate. So, Nate Slow.
Stories, a lot of good stuff coming. So be ready. May Slow gonna take over the internet.
Yeah.
All right, bro. All right, love you, bro. Yeah, but you know, had to get him on there. I know that shit was ghetto. His mic was too loud, this, that. Fucking internet tripped out on me, man. My bad, y'all. Let's get back into it, man. It's like these kids is out for blood. They don't care. They love their mama, though. Let's give it up for that, though. They love their mom.
Your life force so the world could see his talent. I don't want to do it. Reason I came to you, I'm hoping you could talk me through it. Maybe it's something that you could tell me, bring some understanding. I think he really was a little confused, but I won't mention it. Pardon me if I'm digging it. Hate to have you reliving it. You supposed to be resting. But just a few questions. Can you hear you past the nervous laugh he do when he...
That boy nice, though. He nice, though. He ain't on no drug dealing shit. He ain't on no gangster shit. He sound like a mixture of all of, you feel me? He got skills. I like it.
Timid, and is he really happy? Time to took the basic and gimmicks led to the actual business. He used to be something. I offer him a chance to reunite with you, and I'll do it. Nothing left to do, so I just send him to you, Miss Jackson. Speaking of killing Curtis, I heard you was a firebug. Well, I'ma be the reason all your fans put their lighters up. Firebug, don't let him put his light up. The next time you miss a mama, I could send you right to her. Try
This boy nice, though, man. He nice. He got skills. My bad. I think I messed up the last couple minutes. Shit was straight blank. Oh, God. Embarrassing. Damn.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
So now that their sons have chosen to get back at 50 Cent, Tiny appears to have finally shared her reaction to her son's songs and message. On her Instagram, while supporting Damani's Miss Jackson song, she would write, "Man, I'm really out here living and breathing something like the next Jackson 5. I have done some commendable things in life, but I promise they're my biggest flex for a lifetime." Which appears that she appreciates her two sons coming to.
And that's what they call it a response. But I like it. Classy. It's good. That's how she's supposed to do it. I would respect that. You know what I mean? Like, don't get involved in this bullshit. It's a lot of stuff. Whole lot of stuff going on. I was gonna react to this, but well, fuck it. I'll react to a little bit of your boy Whack, your favorite Whack 100. See what's going on. Be right about to tap in a minute, and we're gonna get to the topic.
Get to the content.
That's a good one.
In the block.
Hey, bro,
mad, bro.
listen, I don't think
Clubhouse
they get it.
TV.
Like, bro, T.I., I'm going to be real. Lucky in a good era. But, nigga, amongst them niggas that was lyricists talking that real shit.
Do you think T.I.'s 50?
No.
Now, see, now that you say that, because 50 is a
50 not a lyricist.
catchphrase
50
on
is a great songwriter. He's not a great
50
lyricist.
rap, now you on with him on. He rapped that kind of slow type. Like 50 can't out rap game on no mic.
Oh man, why you think somebody want to listen to you about rapping? You don't know nothing about what you talking about, man. You's an old lame man. Nobody, come on now, nobody taking your opinion on rapping. I know you're not giving your opinion on rapping.
Hell
Never.
But OG, can 50 Cent out rap T.I. on the mic?
No,
he can't.
I think 50 Cent made better songs.
50 Cent's more lyrical than T.I.
No, he is not.
50 cannot out rap T.I. I don't agree with that either. I'm sorry. I'm an East Coast nigga. Nah.
Y'all niggas. If we play many men right now against any of that T.I. shit y'all just said right now, nigga, what are you talking about?
See, I'm talking about lit when a nigga talking that shit.
I think 50 songs just hit hard.
Now,
He is a great hook writer. He's a great hook
I
writer.
think what it is, see, bro, what it is, coming from my era.
You don't know what you talking about, old boy. Old man.
Run DMC, Beastie Boys, all that shit. Eric B. and Rakim, EPMD. Don't even let me go there.
I think 50 had more club.
Big Daddy Kane. No, these niggas was rapping. So when you put a nigga like T.I. in front of me,
He be trying to change history, bro. You can't do it, old boy. Ain't nobody checking nothing he's saying on that. I ain't gonna lie.
it's like I done went from an 8-cylinder to a 6.
Talk that shit.
This is real shit. I done went from hearing some shit. Man, them niggas that say shit that'll make a nigga break down because that was their reality. But say, damn, he made it, I can too. Damn, that nigga, god damn, make a nigga look around. Never one of these artists, bro. They got shot, and we ain't never disrespect, but nigga got hit. But I'm gonna keep it gangster. This is another place y'all lose. Scarface.
What is he talking about?
All of these.
Anyway, he said T.I. he said definitely got T.I. on the mic. What? My thing is 50 Cent can't rap like T.I. at all. 50 has no deep songs, no type of bars, you feel me, like that. Ghetto Quran is not deep. He's just naming all the gangsters in his hood. You feel me? Many Men, it's all catchy lines. Wonderful. But he could never, ever fuck with a nigga like T.I. on that MIC. And I'm an East Coast nigga saying that, man. Let's stop the bull.
Like, he was more.
I'm a big 50 fan when it comes to music.
It's certain shit that I can't argue with. That boy said he had the first.
Feel me? Like I said, man, the kids that's involved can get dangerous for your boy. Real dangerous for your boy. Feel me? For 50. He played. You played, man. You played. You put my mama in this. All hands down. Everybody coming at you. Coming for your neck. When you come down south, yeah. We around, yeah, we're going to get the drop, whatever. We're going to just do something. It's got to be done. My mom's, it's got to be done. I got to go to jail behind this. Period. That's how the young boys give it up. Now, with this Jay-Z, I was just watching Hov this morning on they released the Summer Jam, but Jay-Z dissed all of the people, dissed all, and went crazy, dissed Prodigy, had him up on the screen looking crazy. And I'm just watching it like, wow, Rockefeller was something different. And I noticed all through the performance, Jay-Z was saying Rockefeller Records, Rockefeller Records. He was giving it up. You know what I mean? And it was lit. It was like the most, that probably was, man, hands down to a lot of people, the most epic concert that they ever seen. He brought out Michael Jackson, went crazy. He brought out fucking everybody. At the end, they was popping fucking bottles, confetti falling down from the sky, playing We Are the Champions and celebrating and going crazy. It was ill. You know what I mean? It was different. Jay-Z had a certain man. He was a powerful, powerful dude. Now, as we look at the game, what happened with it, what made him ditch Rockefeller, move on, and he start the Rocnation, and basically shit on the whole Rockefeller and just make a U-turn real quick. And when I seen that performance, Hov was basically, they had Michael Jackson, everybody's going crazy, cheering, going wild, feel me? And he's standing there looking like, y'all don't know what's about to happen, but he knew. He's standing there looking like, yeah, the people want me, and I'm gonna have to leave all y'all. He's standing there looking sad almost. Y'all go back to that clip, man. I swear to God. And then that's when things started to change. Let's get into the Rock Nation artists, because there's a lot of artists I ain't really even know about, you feel me? And this is a new channel. Shout out to the channel. What's this channel here? Music Decoding. Feel me? Let's just check out all the Rock Nation roster and see what's going on. Since all this controversy with the, you know, the fouls and all this weird stuff, and how did it affect Rock Nation as a whole? Let's get into the artists first.
Nation. He built it. In 2008, after stepping down as president of Def Jam, Sean Carter launched Roc Nation as a joint venture with Live Nation. His goal? Total control. Not just a label, but a full-service entertainment company that handled everything from artist management to sports, publishing, and branding. Before Roc Nation, Jay-Z had already spent over a decade as rap royalty. He co-founded Rockefeller Records in 1995 when no label would sign him. And
yes, he did. Or could it just be an ego thing to where he ain't like that co-found? He wants to be the founder. So let's go with Roc Nation and drop all these motherfuckers off. I don't know. Let's keep going.
Dropped his debut Reasonable Doubt in '96. From there, he built a run of classic albums. The Blueprint 2001, The Black Album 2003, and American Gangster 2007. All before launching his new empire. Under Roc Nation, Jay released Magna Carta Holy Grail 2013 and 444 2017. The latter earning critical praise for its vulnerability and mature take on legacy, family, and failure. It showed a new version of Hove, not just a rapper, but a father, husband, and businessman who'd survived the industry and learned from it. Jay-Z didn't just sign artists, he changed what being an artist could mean. Roc Nation was never just a label, it was his way of rewriting the rules, again. In 2021, Benny the Butcher officially joined Roc Nation under a management deal, marking a major co-sign for one.
It's Butcher. Butcher's coming. Okay, one of his last albums, Butcher, which was hard. It seemed like they falling back on the Butcher though. I ain't gonna hold you. When did Benny the Butcher's last album drop? And what's going on with him? Why did the buzz die out? What happened? Something happened. A nigga like Jay is gonna pivot and go somewhere, and you're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" And he over here doing some other shit. Because I think this Roc Nation thing, he getting too big for this thing. But let me see, because he already on the you know, he about to get into sports. Benny the Butcher. Get into other things. I don't even think he's interested in hip and rap and music. To tell you the truth. But at the same time, why? Is it because of what's going on? Or is it because other reasons? We all know this music industry, for the most part, is dead. You got to be super special to make some real money. And for the most part, you got to be young. So Benny the Butcher last album dropped 2 years ago. Damn. Summertime Butch 2. 2025. We don't even know if that was on Roc Nation or if that was some solo stuff, but man, that's a long time, player. Let's keep it pushing.
One of the grittiest street rappers of the past decade. Hailing from Buffalo, New York, Benny came up as a key member of the Griselda Collective, alongside cousins West Side Gun and Conway the Machine. His style was raw, vivid, and grounded in the tradition of coke rap pioneers like Raekwon and Beanie Siegel. But instead of chasing trends, Benny doubled down on boom bap beats, detailed street narratives, and grimy.
Yeah, he did. This shit was hard too. He got a lot of good songs on the album. I ain't gonna hold you. Benny held it down. Buffalo.
Production from the likes of Alchemist and Hit Boy. By the time Roc Nation signed him, Benny had already made noise with tapes like Tana Talk 3 and The Plugs I Met. His 2020 album, Burden of Proof, elevated things further, blending his signature bars with broader appeal and proving he could hold his own outside the underground. Roc Nation didn't try to change his lane, they helped amplify it. With major festival slots, interviews, and bigger collaborations, Benny stayed true to his brand while reaching.
They did, but it might have hurt him. All the collabs with Lil Baby and Rick Ross and all these big artists, sometimes you gotta stick to your underground roots and stick to your stuff. You know what I mean? Yo, what up, B-Rap?
Yo, what's good, kid? What are you up to?
Nothing, man. I'm just speaking on, the Rock Nation artists, and I feel like Jay-Z about to pivot like he did Rockefeller. I see Rockefeller. I just watched the concert this morning of the when he dissed Prodigy and went crazy on the Summer Jam, that epic shit. He had Michael Jackson there, and then right after that he pivoted and dropped all of them. Now I feel like another pivot is coming. This Benny the Butcher, one of the Rock Nation artists, and I looked up his last album. It was 2005. You smell me?
Sure,
like,
sure.
Oh, what's going on? Oh, we reacted to this shit, man. He was Benny's a lyricist, and he's our type of our style, in that same genre of Styles P and things like that.
Sure.
But,
Yeah, no, it's I don't know. Yeah, no, I've always liked Benny the Butcher.
Yeah, hip hop decoded. Why he ain't drop? I mean, music decoded. Shout out to them. But why he ain't dropped no album in 2 years? Rock Nation, let's go. Is Rock Nation at the standstill?
New listeners. In a label full of icons and polished stars, Benny brought back that raw corner energy, like Jay would have signed him back in the Reasonable Doubt days. Vic Mensa joined Rock Nation in 2015, becoming one of the label's earliest signed.
Another came in with a buzz, went crazy, died out. Now he looking kind of like, I'm good. I think I ain't gonna lie. Like I said about Benny the Butcher, he started doing songs with Lil Baby and this and that. It's like, fuck out of here. You feel me? Like you in the certain underground shit. You want to do these songs with these people to try to force your way into it, and it don't work.
For sure.
But my whole thing is, man, hey, what's going on with Rock Nation?
well,
In the post Jay-Z presidency era.
What'd you say?
I said they got a lot of drama right now.
Yeah, let's see.
A native of Chicago, Vic first made waves as a founding member of the band Kids These Days, before launching a solo career that blended rap, punk, and political commentary. His breakout moment came with the 2013 mixtape In a Tape, which showcased sharp lyricism, experimental beats, and flashes of Kanye-esque ambition. That momentum.
He should have stayed on that wave.
Yeah.
Stayed in that lane. No, give her Jay-Z, grow your dreads, and now you want to be this and that. You flipped on academics. And, yeah, I think you a bitch. I want to slap you. Be tough guy, all that. No. Messed you up. You're not tough.
You're not that guy, pal.
You're not that guy.
Eventually led to a rock.
Like when Benny the Butcher tried to force his way in the mainstream. No, you're not that guy.
Nation deal and a spot alongside Kanye West on Wolves, introducing Vic to a global audience. Under Rock Nation, Vic released There's a Lot Going On in 2016 and the Autobiography in 2017. Projects that tackled gun violence, systemic injustice, and personal trauma with intensity. Unlike other artists.
Then you say, oh, I want to join Rock Nation. Now you under the pressures of this and that. And that's
the
bullshit.
rock. Between the rock and the hard place.
Fucking soul and speak on that shit because Jay kill that bullshit. We don't want to hear that.
Yeah, exactly. Like nobody's trying to hear that bullshit.
And it fucked you up in the long run. Your real fans like, what the fuck? Name me.
On the roster, Vic leaned heavily into activism both in his lyrics and in real life, protesting at Standing Rock and speaking out on police reform. While his commercial success has been more modest than some of his label mates, Rock Nation has allowed Vic the space to experiment and evolve. From lyrical rap to punk rock hybrids, he's remained unpredictable. And for Rock Nation, that's...
Mind you, this is like two years ago, this video I think was made. So we just looking at the artists of Rock Nation and seeing what's really going on. Like, Jay's got the appearance of like he's in control of his music and all that type of stuff, but let's really analyze what's going on with it.
Part of the appeal. Rhapsody joined Rock Nation in 2016 through a management deal.
I remember all of her publicity and whatnot, but I can't judge her. She a female. I'm kind of sexist on female rappers and stuff.
Yeah, that's a whole different. I mean, that's a whole thing. They're in a whole different world than regular male rappers, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I remember she got political. She gets political and stuff, but hey, whatever. I mean,
it's a good way to fuck up your career.
Period.
After releasing Beauty and the Beast, a critically acclaimed EP that caught Jay-Z's attention. Hailing from North Carolina, she had already built a name in underground circles with her razor-sharp lyricism and collaborations with Ninth Wonder and Jamla Records. What set Rhapsody apart wasn't flashy hooks or club records, it was depth. She wrote with precision, tackling identity, racism, womanhood, and legacy in ways that few MCs, male or female, dare.
I could dig it, and she looking like Missy a little bit. I fuck with it, you know. But
Yeah,
it's
look.
like, you know.
To. Her Rocnation debut, Layla's Wisdom, dropped in 2017 and was Grammy nominated for Best Rap Album, putting her in the same conversation as Kendrick and Hove himself. She followed up with Eve in 2019, a concept.
And where is she now?
Yeah.
The Rocnation system ain't working out. Let me keep going.
Album that honored iconic black women in every track, like Cleo, Oprah, and Nina. It was thoughtful, bold, and lyrically dense.
And you see how they try to do that shit too with the Oprah. Oh, and the black woman.
Yeah, throw that one in there.
There was a lot of left stuff going on, and yeah, I'm Democrat too. But I'm saying, you see the bullshit though. I'm gonna call it out on both sides. That's what I do. I ain't gonna say it like that, but I'm just saying when they try to use artists to push shit, I don't like it too much. I just like the music to be pure and natural.
It's such a waste too, because it's like in the real world, anybody who's taking their political ideology off of a rapper or a musician or a ball player or anybody who's not a political influence, then what the fuck are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's so crazy because these rappers and these artists and all these people with big ass money, bro, they're way out of touch. You know what I mean? So like, why the hell is your broke ass taking advice from someone who's got millions in the game? You're not in the same fucking league.
Very good point. Very good point. People will argue though that the people in the right that's in power that's talking, they all got money too. Most of them is rich as hell.
No, that's fine. But I'm talking about if you're in the sphere of politics is one thing. But if you're a ball player and you're talking about politics, whether you're right or left, yeah, like what the fuck? Like I'm not gonna go to a fucking gardener for tips on how to fix my car.
But I'm sorry though, but that's on the dumb people though. Sorry.
No, that's what I'm getting at. Like it's pretty ignorant to fucking take your cues off of people who most likely don't know. But don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's a bunch of people in the arts that are well versed in politics, but still, like if you're gonna take political fucking information off of somebody, don't make it some fucking 24-year-old rapper from Atlanta. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and as a musician or ex-musician or whatever, I hate you making music and you putting up walls to divide. No, you're supposed to make it for everybody, so you stay away from politics. Religion,
exactly.
So they could get the vibe and they could get the feeling and transcend.
Not only are they commenting and getting involved in a landscape that they have no business being involved, they're also potentially fucking up their own bag by like locking people out because of political ideas.
Yes, sir.
Critics called it one of the best rap albums of the decade. Rocnation didn't try to change her, they amplified her. Rhapsody never needed cosigns to prove she belonged. But with Jay-Z's platform behind her, more people finally started paying attention.
My internet been tripping, so if it freezes or something, let's keep it chopping.
I got you.
Is proof that you can make meaningful, poetic rap and still shake the industry. 070. Shake, born Danielle.
Never heard of her. Have you heard of her?
Nope, never heard of her.
Let's keep going. I'm just interested in this Rocnation whole amazing conglomerate and all this. I'm just like, this was 2 years ago, so this was when they was all like, I guess, out trying to do something. This could be a piece by Rocnation, this whole video, but I just wanted to see a list of the artists, and I wanted to speak on certain things of, like the big artists. Because you seen J. Cole said, I'm not interested in dropping no more albums under J. Cole again. He said it like that. He didn't say, I'm not interested in dropping no music. He said, I'm not interested in dropping nothing under that name. You smell me? So it's like, what's going on with Rocnation? Let me keep going.
Balbuena became one of Rocnation's most unconventional additions when she joined under a management deal in the late 2010s. Hailing from North Bergen, New Jersey, she got her start as part of the 070 Collective, a local music and art group. Her early tracks, emotional, genre-blurring, and delivered with a raw vocal style, stood out in an era crowded with auto-tuned mimicry. She gained...
Man, she was looking like Kate Flocka.
Wider attention after being tapped by Kanye West for guest features on Ye 2018, particularly for her haunting verse on Ghost Town, which became a fan favorite moment. That single performance propelled her into the spotlight, earning praise for her ability to blend rap, rock, and R&B into something deeply personal and hard to pin down. Under Rocnation management, she released her debut album, Modus Vivendi, in 2020, an atmospheric, genre-defying project that carved out her own lane in alternative hip-hop. She followed it with You Can't Kill Me in 2022, further diving into themes of identity, vulnerability, and existentialism.
Okay, yeah. We're going to keep it pushing. I never heard of her.
Me neither.
Maybe she's a big artist, maybe not. I don't know. But let's check out. This is Jay-Z's situation, so if they doing something, you're going to know about it. Let's go.
Decade-long grind that finally earned industry recognition. Born Daryl Thurville, he built his name off sharp lyricism, animated flows, and high-energy live shows, all without major label
But mind you, we old and we don't know a lot, and a lot of these dudes are doing their thing for sure.
backing early on. Before signing with Rocnation, HD made noise with his 2016 mixtape Peace Be the Journey and his 2019 project Broken Dreams, which caught the attention of hip-hop heads for its raw honesty and varied production. Tracks like Bird and 20K showcased a young MC with both hunger and vision, blending introspection with New York aggression. What sets HD Ben Dope apart is its pen. He doesn't rely on gimmicks or trends. His music feels urgent and precise, like he has something to prove with every bar. That hunger resonated with Rocnation, who added him to their roster in a management capacity. Since joining, he's continued to drop tracks with clever wordplay and sharp visuals, including the standout single Mamba, an ode to Kobe Bryant's mentality. HD Ben Dope isn't chasing clout, he's focused on craft. And with Rocnation in his corner, he's finally getting the platform to scale that message.
How many of these dudes is dropped right there?
Yeah, I mean, what was who does the double XL? Is it double XL that still does like the five?
Oh,
up
the
and
freshman
coming
year?
Yeah, that shit. That shit's embarrassing, with the exception of like one person in it.
Hold up, I want to look up when his last album dropped. HD Ben Dope. This shit is funny, bro. Something ain't right over there. Look, something ain't right. I told you, like after Jay-Z did that fucking Summer Jam, he's standing on stage, they going crazy. Michael Jackson was in. Jay-Z sitting there looking at the camera like, oh fuck this is over with. It's time to switch off and start my own shit. That's just how I feel. Like, and this is right now. He on some next shit. He gonna pivot. Because he see this shit ain't working out, man. Megan Thee Stallion, damn. What's his name? HD Ben Dope. Let me see. When you think his last album dropped?
Who's that?
I want to guess. HD Ben Dope. Rocnation artist.
Bro, I have no clue. You got a little bit of an echo.
I don't have no clue either. I'll say like a guess.
Yeah. I thought you like knew who this motherfucker was.
I don't know him at all. I don't know
oh yeah, you got a bit of an echo. I don't know if it's you or if it's me. My bad.
This show is a disaster again. I got an echo still.
Yeah. I'm not sure what it is. My bad.
It's probably you because I don't see it coming up like that.
Can somebody in the chat let us know if you guys can hear the echo or not?
HD Ben Dope last album dropped. Young and the Restless 2023.
I never even heard of him. How the fuck's he a flop by her? Jesus. But then again, I mean, there's a lot of music that comes out that we never really hear. Why Jay-Z is backing these rappers, I don't know. It sounds to me like he doesn't even fucking listen to them, which he probably doesn't, to be honest. He has people under him that are supposed to, pick music and whatnot. But I don't understand a lot of the new and upcoming rappers. Maybe I'm just too old and they're hot and I just don't hear it. But it doesn't seem like anybody that's been coming out in the last 5 years is really blowing the fuck up.
You didn't even hear his music.
The echo's even worse now. What did you say?
No, it's not. They said I hear it on the other thing. How you hearing the echo?
Maybe it's just me then. That's why I asked the chat. Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What were you saying?
You hear me echoing?
No, you're good now. That's good now.
All right. Hold up here. Next.
A debut album that balanced wild club energy with gritty street narratives. Ferg rose alongside A$AP Rocky, but
well, tell you the truth,
I like Ferg personally.
But lately, though, you feel me?
Yeah. No, he hasn't. I haven't heard much. Actually, no, I heard something from him on the radio just the other day.
No, yeah, you're right. He do got some new shit out. He do.
Yeah, he does. I just heard it the other day. That was random too, because I don't listen to the radio, so that's super random.
But it might have been off of A$AP Rocky's. Remember A$AP Rocky?
It very well could have been. It very well could have been. So, but yeah, no, I like Ferg. Like he's on point. Fucking, he did that song with Nas, Spicy. That was pretty good.
I didn't know Ferg was a Rocnation artist.
I didn't know that either.
Quickly carved out his own lane. Early hits like Work, Remix, and Shaba gave him a reputation for high-energy anthems, while tracks like New Level, featuring Future, pushed him into mainstream rotation. His sound merges East Coast aggression with Southern trap production, making him one of the most unpredictable members of the mob. By the time he aligned with Rocnation, Ferg had already released multiple successful albums and was a certified festival mainstay, like Big Fish and standout freestyles that circulated on social media and mixtape blogs. His
Bobby Fishscale.
I like his name.
Bobby Fishscale.
That's a
Have
good
you heard
name.
of him, Brad?
Negative, and I would know that name.
Somehow I didn't think you did. Okay, when is his last album drop? Sometimes these guys, they just drop singles, I know. So,
well, yeah, albums aren't really the thing no more. Like albums, I don't know. Albums are different. Like once CDs died, I feel like albums died. You know,
I'm gonna say his last single dropped. Then when did his last single drop?
on SoundCloud, got like 60 million views.
Yeah, right. And he's rich as hell. Dumbass over here talking.
Real.
Man, I know this show was all fucked up, man. I had Macy on earlier. I know it sounded terrible. I gotta get this together. That's why we.
It's all right. Listen, I've had shows that I've watched before that the audio or some of the video is messed up, and I still watched it. Still was happy. I still like the content. So it is what it is. We apologize, folks, but you know, as we say, we're still working on it. I was supposed to be up on audio video today, and it's just I can't get it to connect proper. So I still got work to do too.
I told him we working on some stuff for sure, though.
We are
Bobby,
for sure. No, it's about to be big. It just takes a lot of work and a lot of effort, and this isn't our only thing we do. So,
yes, sir. Yeah, he dropped a single. Fishscale came out. He came out 2025. No, it came. Yeah,
he's relatively new. He looks the part.
Yeah, he looked like damn YNW Melly.
Yeah, I was just gonna say like he almost. Yeah, exactly. I couldn't figure out who it was. That's who it is. Good call.
He looked like Melly on.
breakout moment came with Blue Cheese, a raw, no-hook track that showed off his slick flow and unfiltered lyrics. The energy felt authentic, and Rocnation quickly positioned him as a streetwise talent with national appeal. Under Rocnation, Bobby released Super Fishy and The Last Re-Up, tapping into both trap-heavy production and introspective moments. His songs often reference his past hustles, time behind bars, and what it means to survive in Florida's lesser-known rap scenes. Bobby Fishscale represents the new wave of Southern rap, focused, self-aware, and still deeply rooted in the grind. Rocnation's backing gave him a bigger platform, but the hunger in his voice hasn't gone anywhere. He's still proving himself track by track. Ruben Vincent is one of the youngest and most lyrical artists signed to Rocnation. He joined the label in 2021 through a joint partnership.
Jay-Z gonna sell that shit. He's done with this.
Yeah. He doesn't.
Jamla Records.
Did you say?
It seems like he's not even connected to it that much anymore, in my opinion. You know, what I mean,
swear, that's how I feel too.
I'm sure I know he is on paper and money wise, but it just seems like he's got nothing to do with it.
I mean, this is going. Hold up. J. Cole. Look at his persona now. You feel me?
In a Civic, chilling in a Civic.
Imagine what he come from with the Jay-Z. Why you think he's trying to represent that type of image now?
He's probably trying to divest from all of this bullshit because everybody around him is on some fuck shit. And he's not that guy. You know what I mean? Like you saw with the whole Kendrick fucking with the whole Kendrick future drama. I mean Kendrick and fucking what's his name? Fucking drama, Drake drama. Like he stepped right out of that super quick.
You got these people. They still hear us. Oh, okay. Yeah, like Rihanna. You know what I mean?
Gorgeous.
She
She's
stepped
gorgeous.
into the motherly. You know what I mean? She's like, and she already rich, mind you, like
Yeah.
billionaire out, and her name came up in the damn in the thing. But like we said, they were powerful celebrities, so names come up amongst powerful people. We can't blame her for nothing just because her name was in there. But I think she falling back from the whole Rocnation and that whole shit too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, something I wanted to bring up though about because I was just going over this a couple weeks ago, and we were just going over this a couple weeks ago, talking about the whole Epstein files and everybody named in it. But you have to understand also when they go through people who are named in it, like we were discussing with the whole Jay-Z thing, like Jay-Z's name was brought up in it. Yeah, Jay-Z's name was brought up because one of the fucking emails between Jeffrey Epstein and some fucking some promoter guy, they had an email where they mentioned Jay-Z's name. So it's not like Jay-Z's name was brought up directly in the Epstein
No,
files.
but there's another situation with him and Pusha
No,
T.
no, I get that. No, I get that. I'm using this as just an example. So what I'm saying
Yeah.
is, so we saw how your name can be a part of it, even though that situation, it was just his name was in an email. It wasn't about him. It was just someone mentioned him in an email. So I'm not saying that he wasn't mentioned again further on, but I'm saying so we
Yeah.
see how that's possible. Also in like 2022 or some shit or whatever, after like he was put in jail, they opened up a tip case about it so that you could call in like a 1-800 number. They
Mhm.
got over 10 million tips from phone calls, and majority of them are absolute nonsense, insane babbling. The other ones were disproven because of dates where people were, so they couldn't possibly have been there. There's people like calling, like writing in saying that Donald Trump and Epstein together AR'd them on a plane, on such and such date. Meanwhile, Donald Trump was somewhere else completely, like on video in a different country. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm saying these are the names when people say,
Like
"Oh,
one
so-and-so's
example,
name was brought up."
raw.
Consider the fact that a lot of them are bullshit or have nothing to directly do with it. You just have to-
Obviously, of course, but not all.
No, I know you know that, but I'm saying a lot of fucking people don't know that, dude. Like we're tapped into
You're
stuff.
trying to make it like, oh,
A
it's
lot of
all
people go to
bullshit.
work.
Just
Yeah,
a
but a
lot
lot
of
of people
bullshit.
But no, what I'm saying, a
There's
lot of
some-
people go
gotta
to
be
work.
some shit in there.
No, but listen. What I'm saying is the people don't know this because a lot of people go to work, they get 10 minutes worth of fucking news off the radio or some shit, and they read or hear a headline and they don't look into it any further, which is understandable. People got shit to do. I get it. But what I'm saying is when they say, oh, so-and-so's name's in there, now they automatically think that they were on the island and sleeping with kids. So we need, as people who are involved in information dissemination, we need to let people know that that's not the case because not everybody knows that automatically.
We don't need
Not
to let
everybody
nobody.
knows
I don't need to let nobody know nothing because I don't know nothing. My thing is,
Well,
is
I
suspicious.
know it, so I'm
Trump's
letting
name
people
is in
know.
there hella
And
time.
people in big positions in media need to let people know this, and they purposely don't. So that's why, since I'm aware of it, I'm just reminding people that may not be aware of that.
People are not that stupid. You keep saying that like everybody.
I'm not saying people are stupid. I'm saying a lot of people don't pay attention to shit that we do, so they have no clue. They hear a headline and they think that that's it. It's not stupidity. They trust the news. Why wouldn't you? You should be able to trust the news.
No, but-
We know you can't, but not everybody does. That's all I'm saying.
It's like people are not that stupid. You explain
Yes, no.
people know they know everything ain't
People
real.
aren't stupid.
When
I'm
you-
saying people are ignorant. People choose to not know things.
To cut
That's
off
all.
artists.
I'm just saying, people choose to be ignorant. You know that shit too. You know that for a fact.
You got J. Cole falling back from that capitalistic look. You got Rihanna. She ain't dropped no music in a long time. and she come from that. Bitch better have my money. That you feel me?
Yeah, but she got La Perla and shit. She got dough.
She got a lot of money for sure, but at the same time,
No,
it's
but
the
she's
fact
in,
that
she's in the industry now. She's not. You have to understand, like rappers make good money, but like they don't make ball player money. They don't make CEO money. You know what I mean? Like they're not stupid rich. Some of them, when they get involved further into business, get stupid rich, like Rihanna, like Jay-Z. But if you're just rapping, you're not making that much money, and you're not making it for that long either. But she's
No.
tied up with a lot of other shit. Music ain't shit to her. She got real though now.
Jay-Z claimed to make Kanye billionaire. He said he made Rihanna billionaire. This a billionaire, that a billionaire. But you look at Kanye, he's all fucked up. And once he publicly went against the grain, as far as Jay-Z and stuff, not even that. We all know the controversy of all the other stuff, but at the same time, businesses were swiped. Sweep.
Yeah,
More
100%.
money for you.
He ran his fucking mouth like he was the only one in the room. And he's like, yeah, what are you going to do to me? Well, then he found out what they're going to do to you. They're going to take your business and take your money. And it's got nothing to do with anything other than the fact that he ran his fucking mouth and then taunted people about it. And he got what he asked for. It's fucked up, but he literally asked for that to be done to him, and they did it. So fuck.
You got
I
Nicki Minaj.
haven't seen the business world do that to anybody else recently.
Yeah, it's crazy because it wasn't like he was accused of nothing crazy, like no murder and no rape, no art, none of that shit. But somehow, because of his words, yeah.
But you know what? But you know what though? He did prove one thing. He proved that the whole they'll take it all away from you has been bullshit, but is now also true. Because they never did that shit to nobody prior, yet he and a lot of other people were always running their mouth about they'll take it all from you, they'll do this, they'll do that. And then finally he went too fucking far and they took it away from him. It finally did happen. It finally did happen. Because
a lot of people
have been crying about that type of shit for a long time and it never really happened. And now he pushed the buttons so far where they had to do that. I mean, the shit he was saying was pathetically horrible. Like it was
a lot of people taking that stance. You know, a lot of black people. Oh, see, that's just another example of how they could he's still just a nigga. They could just take it from you. You know, like we speak on Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, E. Diddy.
Yeah. No, that's not on some racial shit. That's on some he really, really went that far. And they finally took it away from him. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, no, it finally did happen. So like he both
it ain't no racial shit. Say we got $1 billion business and we got an artist and they say some crazy shit. We gonna want to represent
that immediately. Yeah, I'm gonna flame him in public too. I'll be like, how fucking dare you say some insane shit like that when you're
we won't do it. We'll let the lawyer do it. We ain't gonna do it.
No, but I would later on come out and say that.
See, there you go, fuck up your career. You want to be the guy to make a political stance.
Yeah, no, I would literally, like, after everything cooled down, my statement would literally be, how dare you fuck up my business with your political bullshit while you're under my
then you got people that still fuck with Ye, who's like, hey, he should have the right to say whatever he wants. Then they gonna
he does have the right. He does have the right. But then all of those that are involved with him and do business with him have the right to pull a plug, and that's what happened.
Yeah,
they didn't. It's not like they went and just took his money away from him. No, they just deaded all his deals, and then they went through the fine print in all of his contracts, and they abused every bit of it.
He was too new money. They was able to, like, if he was making that type of money for like, you know, good 10, 20 years, then all that shit we were saying, oh, he got this much billions, it was all tied up in them deals. You feel me?
And then on top of that, because it was tied up in deals, even if he had the money, cash money in the bank, that still means nothing. You, in order to be undestroyable, you need to have your roots dug in. All the money that he was tied up in deals, if he actually had that liquid, he then would have had to have that tied deep into industry so far that if they yanked him and threw him out, all his money comes with him and it fucks up whatever industry he's involved in. And he didn't do that. And that's why he wasn't a fucking threat. And that's why they were able to just dead him like that.
Now, Nicki Minaj credited Jay-Z a lot for the beginning of her career. he looked out for a lot. Now look what's going on. You get that type of success on top of the world, and something still eating at you, and you feel the need to, you feel me, like go like eat at the risk of looking crazy to the public, at the risk of your music career, at the risk of whatever going off. You know what I mean? Like I said,
Well,
there's something weird going on. All these
well,
people that was close to that whole scene is backing off, and they like, yeah.
Yeah, you know why? You know why? Because all their bullshit complaints, everybody's bullshit complaints over the past 20, 30 years in these industries. I mean, the artists' complaints, you know, of being controlled and all this and the third. Like now they're actually seeing what would happen if they fucked around and if they were really controlled. You know what I mean? Like you said with Kanye, he's running around looking like he's the man, but it turns out all his money was tied up. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you got dough, but it's on paper. Like you haven't collected it yet. It's not yours, and you can still lose it. You know what I mean? So like now everybody in the industry is like, oh, wait, hold on. Nobody's really fucked with me yet. But if I do play around, now I am, you know, disposable. They can get rid of me. So now everybody is shutting the fuck up and closing the doors because they don't want to be the next Kanye. But it also proves that all of their bitching and complaining they've been doing for 30 years, it's all been bullshit because now they see what really happens.
Did this Epstein?
And that's why they're all being the fuck quiet because they realize, oh shit, that somebody actually can do the things and, you know, take my shit away. Like I've been pretending has been happening to me. They're like, oh, that actually really can happen. And now they all shut the fuck up. That's like I always tell you, don't listen to what people tell you. Just watch what they do. Just watch what they do. You don't need to listen to somebody tell you about their politics and what they believe and how they feel. Just watch what they do. They'll tell you that alone. I don't understand why people listen to people. Just watch. You'll see everything you need to know.
I mean,
that's true. It's true because everybody ran around talking shit and doing whatever they wanted to do, or so we thought. And it turns out that they've been curbing their mouths the entire time. They haven't been doing any of what they claim, nor what they claim has been being done to them has been happening. But now Kanye went out and he said some wild ass shit, like they all pretend they do, and he got his shit taken, like they all pretend.
When they put it in the public and they say, "Oh, this person's worth this big," you know what I mean? So they under that pressure of keeping that deal, so that way, because.
Yeah,
they say, "Oh, we work that." Now everybody look at you can fuck it off.
Because at the end of the day, all these people that are claiming to be bosses, turns out they actually have multiple bosses.
Oh, facts.
Yeah.
Of course, we already know that. All right, let's get into this one real quick. A little, you smell me real quick. I'm gonna have to cut this live up because I fucked up in the beginning. But Loista, 1.3 million subs. Damn. Big dog. Damn, look it up.
On accident. However, many people believe that reaching that level of wealth often comes with a few skeletons in the closet. Recently, the high-profile prosecution of his longtime friend Diddy has put Jay-Z's past business dealings and industry interactions under intense global scrutiny. This has led many to ask, what happened to the artist who rejected Rocnation? And it's not just his well-documented conflicts with figures like his former partner Dame Dash or R. Kelly being brought back into the spotlight. Because now people are looking at the amount of people who refuse to sign with Rocnation only to see their careers falter in the aftermath. Or in the worst case,
because he had no success, we just went through that. He wasn't
that's what I'm saying. Like right there, they just said that artists had problems or went off track, and Jay got rid of them. So like that artist will turn around and say like, "Oh, Jay took it all from me." No, Jay gave you the bag, and then you wanted to play a game with individual, so he just rescinded his offer. Or
that's the argument, a good one. You know, he a businessman. Shit, he's not here to play.
I'm saying, and why does he need to fund a losing part of his business?
He doesn't do that.
Exactly.
His whole career says he doesn't do that. He switched this style to that style to this style till he found, you know.
Exactly. So when you work for someone, you do what the fuck they tell you to do.
scenario, they even lost their lives. It's your boy Luesta, and this is what happens when you say no to Rocnation. Among the biggest earning entertainment companies in the world today, Rocnation has grown at a rapid rate. Since their initial founding in 2008, they developed one of the most impressive rosters in music management while dropping albums from the likes of J. Cole, Rihanna, and of course, Jay-Z himself. While they have their critics, they are always praised by those who roll with them, including female hip-hop superstar Megan Thee Stallion. After signing to the company in 2019, the self-declared hot girl coach has always saluted Hove and the team, including its CEO, Desiree Perez.
It just felt like I was in the right spot. Like I said, I was manifesting a lot of stuff in myself. Never did I ever think that I was actually going to be managed by the people that I looked up to. It just felt like a big family. They're just so intelligent. Like they've been through everything. They still going through it right now, but they just know how to carry it. And I'm learning from the best. I feel like I'm in the right spot. I'm in the right position. I ain't never felt.
Her career is in shambles. She needs to get into fashion or whatever she doing, because this rapping shit, nah, she looking crazy with the Troy Ave situation. For some reason, people don't believe her. The music ain't been dropping, and it's like, nah.
And at the end of the day, if you're not dropping music, and you're not doing nothing, you're not making no money, because when you're tied up in these contracts, you need to make music.
So like safe in a situation where I feel like these people got my back, and I just see how much they grown and how much they hustle and how much they let all the talk and whatever else people gotta say just roll off their back. I'll call Jay or Des. Des is the woman who really run shit at Rocnation. Right. And I'll be like, they saying this about me, they got me.
Oh, that's her homegirl, Desiree Perez, the drug dealer that snitched on everybody.
Fucked up now, and they'll be somewhere on the island like, why you even care about that? You tripping like.
And while that's exactly what Megan would want to have in her corner, there are rumors that the label flexed this power to make life very difficult for a man who was not just an enemy of hers, but a man who had turned down the opportunity to sign with them. Back in 2020, Tory Lanez was on a high when he had.
The judge say he did it, everybody say he did it, but the people do not believe it for some reason. They don't like Megan for it. That's just the bottom line. It's crazy.
What do you mean it's not for some reason? Like, I thought, like,
there's reasons.
He lied. She lied, and he's doing a 10-pack because she fucking lied. There's
reasons, yeah.
Attended the Rocnation brunch. In May of that year, he had managed to free himself from his label at the same time that he had reached the peak of his commercial success. So when he pulled up to the famed annual event, he made quite a splash alongside none other than Megan. He seemed to hint that he was being courted by major labels such as Rocnation. To be 100%, there's so many labels offering me so much money, like millions of dollars, he said. I've gotten offers that are life-changing, but I don't care. I already own my masters in publishing and everything, so I don't see any reason to give that to somebody else. But no shorter than 2 months after he was churning down these major deals, Tory's life would fall apart.
You see where he going?
No, but he's 1,000% right. He's 1,000%.
I see where he going. This is
he's
crazy.
1,000% right.
This is crazy. Let's go.
The night of July 12th, 2020, Los Angeles Police Department officers from the Hollywood Division responded to a call regarding shots fired at around 4:30 a.m. Lanez was pulled over and arrested for carrying a concealed firearm in his vehicle. Meanwhile, Megan Thee Stallion, who was present during the arrest, was taken to the hospital because of a foot injury. According to them, Lanez caused great bodily injury to Megan. From there, a bitter legal battle ensued, which I've talked about at length in other videos. But why this is relevant is because throughout the course of the legal process, which would eventually lead to Tory getting a 10-year sentence, he insisted that Rocnation was trying to prevent him from telling his side of the story. Otherwise, there would be consequences.
2 days after that, I get a call from Rocnation that says, yo, we heard you're going to make a statement about what happened, and it'd be in your best interest if you don't make that statement. I'm like, okay, I don't understand what the issue of me telling my fans, like, yo, look, it's not that serious of a deal. I went to jail for whatever. It's like, I didn't get for that 2 days why that was an issue. 2 days later, TMZ report come out.
This wasn't even the only time that Tory alluded to this. On the track Sorry But I Had To from 2020's Daystar, Tory referenced the incident as well as his own business dealings with Jay's company. I made too much money with Rocnation for them to be thinking I can't correlate the fact that it's only rappers out your roster hating. Contemplating these thoughts in my head, like, how the fuck you calling me threatening me not to make no statements? On another track entitled Bittersweet from that same project, he went at Hove directly and insinuated that
this channel, which is a big channel, is now insinuating that the predator, I mean Hove, is basically that damn petty and foul to where Tory was like, nah, I ain't signing Rock Nation. I'm gonna keep it pushing, getting my money, and made a public statement, basically probably in Hove's eyes looked dissing kinda, and it said, oh yeah, let's fuck them over, basically. I don't,
Well, you don't want to take a stance on it. You never have wanted to take a stance on this. I will. That's exactly what the fuck happened. Like we've all known this since day one. That's exactly what happened. He turned him down, then all of a sudden he gets fucking nailed on a bullshit case.
First of all, we never even brought this specific thing up with Tory Lanez. So you talk about take a stance. I don't even remember us talking about this specific thing with Tory Lanez, like as far as he fucking over his career because he didn't sign the Rock Nation.
No. We didn't speak on it until the whole situation where he allegedly shot her up, where he shot at her feet and all that, which we call bullshit on.
Yeah, but I don't remember saying, he turned down Rock Nation and that's why he's fucked up. I don't remember that.
No. We
that
narrative. No, we didn't discuss that narrative. No.
Okay.
No. I'm just saying.
That's what I'm on.
After all this happened, we pretty much all know that that's exactly how it went down. Like he got railroaded, and Rock Nation was behind it. I mean, no, seriously, because look, like they just said, they called him and said, "Don't release that statement," and then 2 days later, they blow him up on TMZ.
Yikes! And this is a credible, obviously a credible channel. If he got 1.something million fucking subs.
No, but he's on point with it. He made that serious connection, but we all saw it happen. I'm not saying we knew that that's what it was, but we all saw it happen in real time.
Adding up like fucking mathematics when he said it. But I'm like, wait a minute.
And again, see, the reason why is because this kid didn't listen to what everybody was saying. He just watched
when it gets the grain.
But he just watched what happened. He didn't listen to Jay-Z and everybody tell their side of the story. He just watched the series of events and how it went down and makes the connections.
Oh, you're talking about him, yeah, for sure. Salute to him.
Well, I'm saying, so it just proves my point. Like, don't listen to what these people tell you they're doing. Just watch what they're doing.
Play the events out, and that's the beauty of this internet world nowadays.
It really is, because we have everything on audio and video saved.
We can line it up quick. We can put together some shit fast.
People got receipts.
He was hurt. While also,
people are starting to get blown the fuck up. Look, people, we live in the information age right now, and people are getting blown the fuck up immediately now, and it's awesome. It's awesome.
He fucked up my girl Jill Scott. Hold up, man. Let me see. This is crazy.
Taking shots at the company's legal team, including Jill Scott. It hurt to say them words about Rock Nation management. Cause Jigga whole career, I've been a fan of it, and I'm just pissed about the way they handled it. I worked for this for years, and out of nowhere, here comes Jill trying to come smear campaign and damage it. Although he was eventually found guilty, the notion that Rock Nation was somehow involved has persisted, as his father took up the fight. In an emotional speech outside the courthouse, his dad said that Jay-Z and others ought to be ashamed of themselves.
You want to know how I feel? I'll tell you exactly how I feel. I got some names that I want to call. Alex Spiro.
Just don't seem like no shit that Tory did. That's all. We always talked about it. I don't know.
We were laughing about this the other day, though, I think.
Tory got a little G in him, a little, ghetto boy in him. I know by his swag and his music and shit. Niggas don't do that weird shit like that, man.
But he is also, Tory Lanez is also very intelligent. He's a smart guy. He's educated for sure. I'm not saying, I don't know if he went to college or not, but I'm saying he's an intelligent individual. He was raised by intelligent people and he went to school regardless. He learned what he had to learn.
When I say ghetto, people might take it wrong because I'm so twisted. I'm talking about like he know what's going on. He about his wits and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
I know
he's tapped in. Like he's book and street smart from what I can see.
Oh man.
Desiree Perez and the whole wicked system of Rock Nation, including you, Jay-Z. Yes. You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bartered the souls of young men, and you're still doing it.
Even from behind bars, Tory's insistence that Rocnation interfered will not subside. Most recently, it was the turn of his own legal counsel, Sean Hawley, who he believes had a prior relationship with Rocnation before becoming his lawyer. In his complaint, he called for her to face disciplinary action over what he described as serious ethics breaches, and demanded a refund of the hundreds of thousands of dollars he had paid her. This followed allegations that she instructed a DNA expert not to conduct tests on the gun involved.
All this stuff is, I guess, business tactics, but you can't say that big businesses ain't been doing foul shit, especially in show business from the beginning. Now, because Hov is black, they on them type shit.
No, but it's no. Well, I mean, who knows why they're on him specifically? I doubt because this is black, but he definitely does a lot of complaining about people who do this type of shit. But it turns out he's the one who's doing this type of shit. Like he complains about people being held down and under people's thumbs and abused and
Who, Jay-Z? When did he say that? When?
What do you mean? And all like he makes political statements in his music all the time.
Yeah,
But it turns out
like
he's doing that exact type shit. Like he's running a fucking plantation basically. Get the fuck out of here. What are you kidding
And
me?
abruptly withdrew from Lane's defense just 5 days before his guilty verdict, despite being paid nearly $300,000. In addition to his quest to take down Hawley, he also spoke out against Desiree Perez, CEO of Rocnation, who he believed played a role in assisting Megan with her statements to the police regarding the 2020 shooting incident. At the moment, Tory isn't eligible for parole until 2029. But if how he feels at the moment doesn't change by the time he gets out, you can bet he'll be coming out Rocnation's next on tracks and IG lives as soon as he's out. While Tory has hopes of turning his life around in time, not everyone that previously turned down Rocnation is so lucky. Because for a rapper who went by the name of Young Dolph, his time was tragically cut short. Allegedly. A mainstay of Memphis hip-hop, Young Dolph was—
Nah. See? Now he doing too much. I was with him. He's doing the Trap Lord Raw shit now. Laulista, how you say that name? 1.7 million subs. Why is he ODing now? Let me get it play out though.
Was a hugely talented rapper that delivered anthems for the streets over the course of a 13-year plus career. And if you don't know anything about Dolph, you know he's a rapper who retained his independence at all costs, regularly shutting down rumors that he'd signed to labels that were trying to court him. For the last fucking time, I am not signed with nobody and never have been. Been independent my entire career. The leader of his own paper route empire, Dolph may have gotten cosigns, but he never had another boss other than himself for the entirety of his career.
It was just because of everything, bro. You just don't know. Bro, people tell me Dolph signed with Grand Hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never been signed to Grand Hustle. That my dog. Like, shout out to.
But you got an endorsement deal with this or with that. That's give you a big ass check. And if you fuck it off, that means you work for them though. So everybody got a boss. You got to fucking this and that.
Yeah, there's a difference when you feature for somebody or you do like a temporary, like you're gonna do like 3 songs with them, but you're not signed to them. You're just doing songs with them. That's different. That's business dealings. You're not, that's not your boss. That's your business partner at that point. You're working with them, not for them.
Yeah,
because you're choosing whether or not to do that, and you're not in for the long haul. So you're just working with them on a project temporarily. That's not your boss. That's just somebody.
An NBA player that signs a fucking whopping million contract for a certain amount of years and fuck it off. Yeah, he's.
Oh well, yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. He said no to the contract, but like he can do like a few songs with them and make some money, and not. He's not working for them. He's working with them.
Oh, I hear you. You're right. Yeah. And I don't. That's a narrative they pushing. Like, oh, I don't. Well, he pushing it too, I guess, because it is. It was a thing with the image back then. I guess the boss era. You feel me? So.
Yeah.
T.I., that's another nigga like I salute, respect in the game. Dolph signed to CMG, yo guy. Now I ain't signed to CMG. And the most out of all of them, Dolph was signed to Brick Squad.
But something that ain't been talked about, and I know he about to touch on, is that Yo Gotti was under Hov and Rocnation. So let's go.
No, you know what I'm saying? Gucci, that's my dog. That's my trap brother. I mess with him, you feel me? Like, he showed me a lot of love, so I showed him love back. Where I come from, man, anybody show you love, man, and show you that they want to see you win, you can't do nothing but embrace that. Show them the same love. You rock with them like they rock with you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. But, come on, it's just like I said, man. I was playing with Quarter Ticket before I ever met Gucci, man. And I met Gucci Mane way before people were talking about this. I was saying with Rich Squad, So come on, man. That's old.
But there was a time where he did strongly consider signing to a label. And going on the strength of the clues he provided, it seems obvious that it was with The Rock. In various interviews after it went down, Dolph alluded to how he turned down a life-changing sum of money.
Man, I got myself in a fucked up ass situation, dog. I don't know what the fuck to do, dog. Now, I mean, really tell you the truth, I do know what to do, but I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on.
He clowning.
But for the last 6 months, I've been having a motherfucking $22 million contract debating on should I do the deal or not. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, should I take the 22 million or fuck the 22 million?
Oh, I remember that campaign. So was that a Rocnation offer? Oh man, 22.
Probably was.
Fuck the 22 million.
Although he eventually decided to stay on his own grind, it wasn't a spur-of-the-moment decision.
I turned down.
That nigga definitely would be bad for business if that was a Rocnation thing, and then he had the billboard talk about fuck the 22 million. That's bad for business.
And then on top of that, when you have someone like Jay who's putting out offers to these people and they're turning around and turning them down, he's not only losing the money he could potentially make with them, he's now going to lose the money to them or to somebody else.
He fucking
So
the
it's
market.
now he didn't just like not sign someone. He's now taking a loss on paper because he's not selling that album and somebody else is.
Is that not going against the grain? That's going against the grain, like, because you know that campaign is gonna fuck business up for a lot of people.
That's what I'm saying.
22 million. Man,
And then it inspires other rappers to do the same, because now if you don't do that, you're looking like a bitch on the streets compared to what they're doing. But that's not really true, though. The truth is that's not really true. Like, if you can negotiate a better than average deal with a label, you should absolutely take that, because a label is going to be able to push your music in ways an independent or a smaller company cannot fucking do. You know what I mean? They can't get you on the radio 20 spins a day on every fucking channel. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of fucking shit that big companies can do. So the money you're going to make is bigger, but it's also going to be a tiny ass percentage compared to the overall amount. But you would never have achieved that overall amount without a huge label. So it's give and take. But when someone like him or Tory doesn't take a deal and then openly says, fuck the deal, that's going to make other rappers get on their bravado shit and be like, I'm not taking a deal. Fuck that. But then you got to be able to grind and hustle on your own in order to make that shit happen. But they don't all know
these
that.
labels been making a certain amount of money, and they got a whole system per year. And then when a monkey wrench comes in and fuck shit up.
Yeah. Or they perceive a loss because you didn't sign, and now you sign with somebody else potentially, so they get the bag that you should have gotten off that rapper. Now they feel slighted. So there's a lot of different ways the label could take it, and then a personality like Jay's comes into it and he takes that as an L, and he looks like a clown, or so he perceives that he does. That's a bad look for that rapper who just made him feel that way.
That 22 M's, you know what I mean? Well, I went to my lawyer office. We talked, we go over it. We had been going over it for like the past 2 weeks. No, about 4 months. So, all right.
The deal was good though. But I'm talking about on paper.
It was we went over. It was what I had wanted, like the structure of it, the whole. It was like, I'm gonna do it. And like, shit.
Was it a joint venture 50-50 split? How was it?
Yes. You know what I mean? But I signed it. I'm at my lawyer office. I'm like, I'm gonna sign it so she can send it back. Bro, I leave, pull right back up, go right back up to her office, get the contract to fold, and tell her, fuck that shit, I don't want to do that shit.
In the end, he let them down, but insisted that it was nothing personal. Instead, Dolph made the decision to bide his time instead of taking the lump sum and cutting another.
Ain't nothing personal, but why he had to go through the whole campaign? But rest in peace to Dolph, but fuck the tweet, all that, like,
because he took it serious, because he took it really serious. It was a good deal. He structured the deal with them. He wanted the deal that way. They made it the right way. But then when push came to shove, and in his fucking heart of hearts, he couldn't sign that deal. He had to do his own thing. That's respectable.
Yeah,
That's
you're right.
respectable.
That's something to talk
I
about.
respect that more than somebody who signs the fucking deal at the table immediately when they get it. Absolutely.
I gotta remember how I felt back in them days. It was like, oh, Dolph was big dog. We was like, oh shit, though. It was a big thing. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's a big move, bro, to turn money like that down. So that's a lot of self-confidence that he had in himself. And I don't think it was misplaced. I don't think so at all.
It's amazing though how these type of artists like Nipsey Hussle, you smell me, was in the same type of realm, just doing their own
These are
thing and not getting killed.
These are smart guys, man. These are smart guys. They overstand business. They get it.
Power that they represented is crazy.
They didn't need to go to a business school. Like they just get it. They learned it. They just get it.
I wish I got it, but let's keep going.
It wasn't even no hard feelings. It wasn't nothing against them or none. It's like, I stand on this shit. I stamp this shit. A lot of people talk this shit. I stand on this shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, it didn't, like, okay, 22 million. What's the difference between you getting that 22 million at one time and you getting it over a 12-month span of time to an 18-month span of time?
Right.
What's the fucking difference?
Right.
Would you frustrated to the super rappers and things like that? They can't understand a fucking hustler and they get in their feelings. You feel me? This nigga's just a hustler. He ain't no super hell of a rapper. I like a lot of his songs and a lot of people love it, but he's just a super hustler though, for real.
Yeah, he knows how to get money. Like he knows how to get money. That's very important to rappers. Because just because you rap doesn't mean you're gonna get money.
But we spoke on 50 Cent versus T.I. I think T.I. got 50 lyrically. 50's popping because he's a hustler, but lyrically
T.I. was on fire, man. T.I. was a great rapper. You know, like lyrically he was ridiculous. I'm not even gonna argue that. Lyrically,
so
I think he's better than 50 lyrically, but 50 is a whole lot more than a rapper.
Yeah, that's true.
T.I. is too, but 50 is bigger in the other world. But
that says a lot.
That's a better rapper for sure. But that doesn't equate to shit in this music game being a better rapper. Like I just said, you know, like he's a businessman, can do very well in the rap game.
Goes to that point. Exactly. But that says a lot because we are both East Coast bandits and we both were fucking diehard 50 G Unit. All
For
that.
sure. For sure. It does that. It says a lot. It does say a lot.
That says a lot, but salute.
With it.
By August of 2020, Dolph was dominating his own wave. Alongside his own projects popping off and Rich Slave becoming his highest charting album by peaking at number 4, he was beginning to make his way as a real label boss with Paper Route Empire too. But this would all be brought to a tragic halt in 2021 when he was gunned down in front of a Memphis cookie shop. The news broke the hearts of hip-hop fans all over the world and left his family and friends to pick up the pieces of what he was building. But what people didn't expect is that as posthumous tracks began to seep out, Dolph would actually mention his dealings with Rocnation and his desire for a Ho feature too. Showing up, Plain Jane Rolex had a meeting with Rocnation, but they got about 4, 5, 6 rappers over there that be hating. But I still fuck with Jigga. Tell him I got $2 million for him to do a verse, and if he don't, I still got love for him. In these bars, Dolph suggests that the reason why he didn't sign with Rocnation is on the account of the fact that he had enemies on the roster. And now, the brother of someone who is on the Rocnation roster has actually been cited as the man who put the hit out on Dolph, which just makes the whole thing.
But I'm just saying how he try to simplify it. No, just because he said you got people over there hating, that ain't the whole thing. That's part of it, yeah. But it's the money, basically. He wasn't, you feel me? He like, nah, I'm worth more type stuff. But he tried to make it look like, oh, he didn't sign because he got some rappers over there hating on him. Please, man.
No, it's not. That's not the case. Like, and plus, who cares if the rappers are hating on him? But what I really caught out of that whole thing, what really got me was, he offered Ho $2 million for a verse.
Nah, that's kind of disrespectful a little bit.
Nah, that's $2 million. Like I don't know
I
what
know
a
that
verse
is, you're right,
goes
that.
for, but that's a lot of money in general. Good for Ho.
Oh, taking it like nigga type shit.
Yeah, maybe
at that level,
but
they do verses.
Yeah. It's like you're not gonna fucking. But on the other hand, it's like, I'm gonna give you a cool $2 million. I've never heard somebody getting $2 million for a verse before, but I'll give you a cool $2 million, and on top of that, we're gonna do what we always do. We're gonna make some fucking music. Like that is the whole point of this game, is to make music. Maybe not for Jay-Z anymore, but it is for this cat.
things seem to connect full circle. Again, this is not like 100% true, but it's really interesting. When defendant Cornelius Smith took to the stand to expose what really went down on the day of Dolph's killing, he provided the motive for the crime by stating that Yo Gotti's brother, Big Juke, who had since passed on too, Green,
which is crazy because now dude put it all on him. He died. You smell me? He died.
Yeah.
These kids ratted. They could probably be getting out like within whatever. So, wow.
lit the killing. In response, Shelby County Assistant District Attorney Paul Hagerman declared that Big Juke, the person I told you about before, the number 2 guy at CMG, he put out a hit, 100,000 to whoever kills Dolph. He met with Justin, he has met with Cornelius, and they think they're ready to do it. Considering that Dolph and Gotti were in a feud for years that could merit an entire video of its own, it's no surprise that the PRE leader felt a way about Jay standing by Gotti. But now, things look like they might get really complicated. It's about to get dicey, since he said Juke put out the hit. If they can trace the payment back to anything related to Gotti, he might be in some shit. While Gotti probably isn't complaining, getting concrete evidence to say that he specifically asked for it is probably not going to happen. If they'd gotten Dolph on the roster, Rocnation would have had one of the biggest names in the South at their disposal, and would certainly reap the rewards. But that wasn't the only cultural leader that they were after who has since passed on. Because for a while, they were after the signature of a man who had the youth hanging on his every word. From the outset of his career, XXXTentacion was an individual who captured the public's imagination. On early tracks like Look at Me, the Floridian rapper laid out the blueprint for a whole new approach to the game, which fascinated everyone who encountered it. So much so that labels were ready.
From Florida, too, with that talent. Wow.
Yeah. Florida rappers blow up like huge. They get big local, you know what I mean? And down south they get big, but Florida rappers don't usually go coast to coast.
International like that and respectable lyrics.
Yeah.
To immediately overlook the fact that he was in jail and facing domestic abuse charges, eagerly reaching out to gauge interest in signing him, including none other than Rocnation. In an interview after the fact, a former roommate of Rocnation revealed that while he was locked up, they reached out to try and get him to sign the deal.
I was on the phone with Rocnation, and I was on a fucking call with AR from Rocnation. This nigga was like, yo, we trying to sign X. And I remember like talking to X, fucking phone calls from jail with the people that's like calling him to make deals with him, trying to sign him to, you know, wherever, trying to sign him to a label. I was on the phone with Rocnation. He was like, yo, we're trying to sign X. And that was like one of the biggest deal offerings that he had. So I was trying to get him on the phone. And X was
For a lot of people, this would have been a golden opportunity. But for an artist like X, this wasn't feasible for him, as taking the deal meant sacrificing his vision or his masters.
X didn't want to sign with nobody. He felt like his ass was too good, and that's okay. As an artist, you're
Damn, bro. I gotta get out of here in a minute. Man, I think I'm gonna have to come back to that on part 2. This Rocnation stuff it get deep.
It does. And it gets even crazier because then you move on to what was his service title? Was Jay-Z's service? Or is Jay-Z's service?
He says, title, yeah. That was
that whole deal when he sold that shit, nobody got any fucking money out of it like they were supposed to. So
I believe he's about to be done with this Rocnation as for the artistry. I guarantee you.
Well, they're turning them, so they're about to mutiny on the ship. They're all going to dump out of their contracts or finish up and bounce. You know, I mean, not everybody, like, because again, like, you can look at Jay-Z as the bad guy and the evil guy, which in this situation, in these proposed situations, these alleged situations, then he absolutely is the bad guy. Mm-hmm. But that's hearsay. But when you just look at the business itself and the way the money works, like, if you don't like it, don't sign the deal. But if you sign with Jay-Z, you're going to make more money than you would without Jay-Z. You know what I mean? Like, you will make more money. Whether or not you'll get money you believe you're entitled to or maybe promised without contract, none of that's going to happen. You know what I mean? But if you got a contract with Jay for X amount of dollars, you're going to make that money. So
you got to admire. Might be no, let me stop. Shout out to Wild Bill.
Shout out to Wild Bill. That's my dude right there. Good luck, Bill. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we owe it to the people to get this show done. So we're producing a show now. It's coming, y'all. So just be ready. It's gonna be exciting, cool. action packed and fun with all kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yes,
But I got
sir.
like, oh snap! It's 10 o'clock. We did 2 hours. The first half is kind of messed up, but we'll chop it and screw it. Anyway, salute to B Rad. Salute to the people, everybody in the chat. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Shout out to you, Bush, putting this all together, doing his thing, being the man behind the scene and in front of the scene, double timing it. Amazing out here. Amazing. Big shout out to Wild Bill and everybody in the chat tonight. Big fucking things going on in the future. We're coming out real soon, guys. Like, hang in there. We have a meeting tomorrow. We're gonna handle some business in, and then you're gonna have some new content coming your way, a whole new look. So things are gonna change, but we've been saying that for a while, but it's really about to really happen now. So we appreciate everybody hanging in there with us, and we're just gonna keep doing what we keep doing, and stay away from the fuck shit. And as always, if you're not good, be good at it.
Facts. Salute to Mace Loke and too.
Oh yeah, Mace Loke too. Shout out Mace Loke holding it down.
Yeah. Like, subscribe. Salute to Wild Bill. We got it.
Peace.